Zero motherfucking sugar. I'm getting some fresh air with you, Lacey. Hey, everybody, I have been getting your letters. I just left the post office and I have been getting your letters. They are rolling in. I am so happy. I am so happy that you guys are taking me up on this. Lord have mercy, I'm so happy. I am so happy. I got over 20 letters today and I got like 13 yesterday. So, Yahoo. What's up, Tori, Miss P, Joy, Bria, Kiana? So, everybody, I want to talk to 90% of my fan base is female. So I just want to ask a question to you guys. I want to ask a question. Moving forward, are you all feeling supported at this moment by Black Unity? Are you ladies feeling supported by the black man in your family, your life, your community, your neighborhood? I mean, this is a real serious question. I would like to ask you guys because I just left the barber shop from getting a little trim up and shit. I look good. I look good. I look good. And and I'm just gonna call a spade when I say it. Within the when I came out the barber shop, I should say, after getting my hair cut, I sat down there and yacked with my man Ray a little bit. And coming out the barber shop, I heard two homosexual men in the parking lot by my car. That car was parked in front of mine. One of them was wearing a dress, everything, total out. The other one, he had on some regular clothes, but he still had feminine qualities. And the gay males was out there just as loud as hell, and they was saying, and this is their words, not mine. They was saying, because of these black niggas that voted for Kamala Harris, they think, my words, they think we are supposed to forgive them for all the mess they've done to us throughout time and history. They expect us to overlook the fact that they dogged us out. So me being me, I didn't crank up and go at the time. I sat in the car for at least a good 10, no, I'm going to say a good 6 7 minutes. I wanted to record them and post it, but then I said, you know what? No, I don't need to expose nobody. That's pettiness. But I listened, and the homosexual black men was cursing the hell out of black men, and they was putting themselves in the position of the black woman, and their words was, if these black niggas think we're going to forgive them for all the stuff they did to us over time. Hey there, Papa. And they got another thing coming. They said we're smarter than that. And all my bitches, meaning the women, are smarter than that too. We don't need they asses still. So we're gonna use them for what they're good for. We're gonna use them for what they're good for. Their money, their dick, and that's it. The two homosexual men started cheering each other off, high fiving. Ain't that right, bitch? The sisters come out of nowhere. I don't even know if these were the same people in the barbershop back room. But some women come out. What are you talking about? They repeated the statement, but with vigor and zeal this time around. The sisters, that's right. It's time for us to capitalize off of these niggas thinking we for them. I'm holding it in. I'm holding in. I'm holding in. The bitterness, the anger, the frustration. I'm holding it in. They said they're gonna use us. They said that just because we think we making leeway with the black woman, that the black woman is gonna use us for what the fuck we are, just dicks and money. This is an avenue. We thought we was healing. I thought we was healing. But the biggest thing that sets me off and pisses me off about this is this movement. What I didn't hear this movement from legitimate females. I heard this stated prior by homosexual males. What pissed me off about it, it shocked me to hear them say it. What pissed me off about it is the simple fact that when the ladies came and they repeated it to them, because keep in mind they didn't know about it. This wasn't something talked to prior. They found out around by the time I found out, and at least six of them agreed and added to the conversation. We are just gonna use them for money and dick. Now I want to say something that's gonna be quite unpopular. I'm an unpopular guy nowadays. To my homosexual male friends, fuck it. To the homosexual men, if this is your mindset that you guys are going to turn against the black man and everything of that nature. You're going to turn against the black man and everything of that nature. And you're going to get his woman to not see him as such. You guys are dead ass wrong and you're doing them a disservice. Now, this is to the homosexual men that are doing this. These ladies are accepting you guys in whatever capacity you come to them as. To come to the black woman as a hurt should be shame on you. Now, not all homosexual men is in this energy. Not all trans people, not all LGBTQ have the same energy. I'm talking about the homosexual black men who hate heterosexual black men and are keeping heterosexual black women single, unprotected, in a vengeful, hateful energy. This conversation is gonna go left, and I get it. Somebody gonna get in their feelings, and I get it. Some feminists, some angry homosexual man that's doing this shit gonna get in his feelings. I don't care. These women are accepting you guys. They was the first one to ally with you guys and accepted you when you put on your bracelet, your earrings, and your lipstick and your purse and put on that dress. They looked at you guys as equal and they embraced it. The least I think the homosexual man can do who hate heterosexual black men, who hate heterosexual black men, not all homosexual men. Just clear that shit up. I think you guys can at least talk nice about the black man that are your brother, that are your father, that are your sons, that are you. For 7 fucking minutes, this went on. And I listened angrily. Then when the women came, they repeated it to them and they agreed. This is sad. This is sad. Now, to my women out there who don't feel protected by black men, to my women out there who don't feel like we're not kissing enough ass, who don't feel the vote for Kamala was it. The vote for Kamala wasn't it ever to set the standard. That wasn't it. What made black men decided to love on black women because we heard other black men expressing their pain and we had a chance to get our shit out. We had a chance to have our toxic energy talked about, came to the forefront. We got it. We was able to share our feelings of how our life was going, how toxic ass black women was making the black man feel bad. We got it out. And when we got it out as men, we got sick of hearing it. We got sick of hearing these other dudes on these podcasts talk about it. So we say, okay, nigga, that's enough. Bitch, we done said what we said, but as men, we need to let that shit go, bro. We done got that shit out. We ain't gonna keep harping on this shit like little bitches. No insults. That wasn't an insult. That's just verbiage. We got tired of hearing other men say, oh, she did me like this and she can do me like that. She did me like... We heard it, bro. I got my pain out. Yes, they fucked me over several. I fucked them over several. But after I got it out, it's a solution. And for the ladies out there, the black sisters who don't feel that the black man is doing his best to catch up to all the pain and sorrow you went through, your mama went through, your grandma went through, and some of the shit y'all caused. Some of it was because of you that y'all went through that shit with that man. Some of it because your mama told you lies that you went through that shit with that man. Some of it because your grandmama didn't like the baby daddy or the father or the husband would put your mama and your daddy at odds. Some of them didn't want you to leave home because you was paying bills and they needed the money. And they knew if that man came, he would take you away from that money situation that she was capitalizing on. We see that. We understand. I grew up in the hood. I grew up poor. I grew up with toxic fucking family members. With a mama who didn't give a fuck about me, who mistreated me because my daddy caught her cheating. So I get it. But to sit up there and accept the words of a man who have decided to become a female feminine energy and to base your thought processes on it, it's dead ass wrong. Some of y'all women ain't thinking with your own mind. Some of y'all not looking for a solution. Y'all just basking in the pain and the sorrow that you've been sitting in for the past 60 fucking years. Y'all can't even apologize no more. The black man have to apologize his ass off till his nuts is blue in the sand. And he's not only fighting the battle with the black woman, he fighting the battle with the black homosexual man too. Y'all don't see that? Half of those women was beautiful. Half of those women was beautiful sisters that came out of that restaurant or whatever the fuck they came out of. And they start agreeing because of the zeal and vigor that those two guys was out there talking about. And it sounded good. Sounded sweet. Sounded like they had a fighter on their side. Now, that type of conversation needs to get to the ears of these sorry ass, toxic ass, wannabe alpha ass men on these paid celebrity ass podcasts to sit up here and dog y'all women out. Dog the homosexual community out, looking for a way to hate them. And then the women, this is what one of the girls said as I decided to pull off. That's why I'm going to get me a white man. Know what the two homosexual guys said? Yeah, because them white boys spend more money than them niggas. They did the high five with the girls now. You girl, hoo-ha. A lot of the problems can be solved between the black man and the black woman if you guys stop listening to outside resources and heal whatever pain, disappointment, and sorrow you have been through with that black man. Not all of us are the same. Some of us really do lay down our lives for you guys. And for some of the goddamn guys like me, my group, who get therapy, who go to counseling, who put up with shit, who motherfuckers could come and steal $20,000 from and still be okay with it, still don't bust their ass in the head, get slapped on, hit on, walk away, get half of their shit taken, could sit up there and get done so dirty and still have the capacity to want to love one of y'all sisters. Because that's the only real love we ever gonna fucking know. And this coming from somebody who dated outside his race. I've been called a nigga by my baby mamas. I've been told by her family, you one of the good ones. I done been forced to build sheds and 6 gardens for a bitch who didn't even use it because he said, I'll put your ass back in jail because I came home on home confinement. I paid $150 for him. I done seen it and my baby mama laughed. So do you think I'm ever going to put myself in a situation like that? I felt like a fucking fool, people, and this is why I'm talking to you like this. I felt like a goddamn idiot. All this talk I get up here, say I love my sisters, I want to help my sisters, I want to help the neighbor, I want to make sure everybody okay. Yes, I want to teach my daughter right. And to have that undone by a bitter, selfish, man hating, homosexual man is brutal. It hit my ego. Because let me talk to the homosexual black man right now. If our black woman is rocking with you, and we have deemed in our eyes that you are that as of her, we have to step in and protect both of y'all asses. Oh, some homosexual dudes can fight. So fucking what? If they whooping up on my sister in front of me, and you there and you wearing a dress, and you if that's your type, I can't sit up there and say, oh, push him aside, whoop on his gay ass, and let me get this sister to safety. It's a package fucking deal. So why don't somebody put them in their place and say, stop telling the black woman to leave the black man and go get a white man, a Puerto Rican man, whatever kind of man? Because those are the people that get high, drunk in the homosexual world and abuse the black gay man. I was a youth counselor, so I heard these stories from these young black boys, 16, 17, who dated outside of their race. How the dude done took him to a hotel, they thinking it's going to be him, and then 2, 3 other white dudes from college campus, not saying no name, come out there and all on how they way with him, leave him there, throw him a couple $100, and that's underage. Who knows what happened in the older age of it? I done heard the horror stories. And my question is to the angry gay man. And again, this is gonna be so unpopular, and I know it. Y'all, some people gonna get in their feeling because nobody can take a question. Ain't nobody preaching hate. But this gonna be unpopular. This question is to the angry black gay man. What did the heterosexual black man do to you to make you see us as the opposition? I thought you're supposed to like us. We have a history of doing bad shit to women. I get it. No woman ever say, hey, I did that shit. I was a bad person in this bunch. I fucked up. I tricked off. I cheated. I stole his money. I beat his ass. I lied. We get it. Apologies don't be needed on that end. We can't even ask them for it. That's beyond reproach. But what I'm asking a man to another man, what did the heterosexual black man do to the homosexual black man that was so bad that some of you guys would see us as dildos and paychecks, tricks? It hurt. And to see those 7 sisters agree is painful. Because those are the same sisters, if I didn't know their mindset, would see them getting their ass whipped by a man. Black, white, don't matter. I would see them in need, wheels off their car. On the side of the road, I stop and fix the goddamn tire. I see them not able to put food on the table for their family in the grocery store and pop the bill with my credit card. And to have those 7 agree that we ain't shit, and they think they need to capitalize on the fact that we believe they with us because of the Kamala Harris thing. We still gonna use their ass bitches. Everybody can manipulate the black fucking woman to the point of their own discretion. No matter what. Everybody can manipulate you. And everybody got your game plan and they do it. They dress like you, they thicken their lips, they put on your clothes, they BBL up, they do everything to get to your status. And then they take over your status, and then they put you at a place where you could never be valued again. This is the angry ones. And let me tell you this. I have met some stand-up guys that was very much homosexual. Stand-up black guys that were homosexual that say, hey, hey, no, 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 stop talking like that. And they police themselves for the most part. But those type are far in between, man. But to see over 7 women who do hair, meet with these guys in a parking lot and agree to everything they said, it broke my heart. Because I pride myself on being a man with a daughter that's gonna pray that there's another strong man that can help my daughter out of any situation if she get into it. I pray that somebody gonna love my daughter enough to make sure she make it home safe, and that's in his heart. And that's why I asked the question: Black woman, do you feel supported, safe? A lot of y'all said no, and I get it. But let me ask you this: are y'all willing to allow? Or are y'all gonna keep pushing this goddamn bitter ass narrative that you guys are unprotected, you guys ain't safe, nobody loves you, but another woman. Y'all can't rely on nobody because you got into it with your baby daddy. You can't rely on nobody because just because your baby daddy didn't want to kiss your ass and fight hard for the kids that you created. Nobody know how to co-parent, right? Nobody taking the responsibility but the man. Are y'all gonna keep pushing that goddamn narrative? Are y'all gonna let somebody try to help? Because guess what? Y'all telling us every day, we love you. Let us in. We ain't gonna hurt you. We done built up a tough skin because of what the fuck y'all did to us. But y'all, what when we sit up there and say, "Oh no, I ain't looking for love. I ain't ready for that shit. No, I'm scared you're gonna hurt me." Get over that shit. I ain't like them. I'm not like her. I'll never be that way. I understand your pain. Then we let you in. We wasn't what you wanted, so you hurt us. We can't bust your head up. The majority of us can't. So we have to eat that pain and walk the fuck on off. Black women, are you really trying to let us heal this fucking divide? Because for all of y'all super powerful ass, strong, smart motherfucking black women out there is a legislation on them books that's taking all y'all fucking rights. They're gonna start with taking the white woman's rights. After they take the white woman's right, they're gonna come for the black man's rights. If they take the black man's right, y'all rights coming next. Notice how they're gonna skip over not taking the black woman's rights. Cause the black woman rights pairs with the white woman rights. They're gonna take it to a racial thing. Let's strip the black man of his mandates, his rights, his this, his that. Then they strip us. Well, y'all, that's your man. You better follow suit. I need you guys to really understand. If you keep letting the opposition, these bitter ass women, keep y'all single, these bitter ass women put it in your head that y'all don't need nothing but each other. These bitter ass fucking women put it into your life that you ain't shit without them and you don't need a man. How you gonna raise your damn son without the male presence around? You can teach him what's in the books. You can show him how to be a man. But when is he gonna get that true interaction? When is he gonna learn how to haggle? When is he gonna learn how to fix them cars and them tires? When is he gonna sit up there and learn to protect the woman other than his mama? Because you gotta understand, if I'm not mistaken, the statistics and the stats are saying the mamas are creating such bad homes for these kids. And these boys leave home hating their mother, in turn hating their sisters, in turn hating the black woman. So they're gonna go out there for any other race, for any other thing. It's gonna take a black man to sit out there and say, "Hey, that woman got something going on, bro, but this how you handle shit." My dad say, "Boy, you always get your ass at home by 8 o'clock. You don't never let 8 o'clock catch you in them streets." He saying, if you got a lady at home and you married, you signed up for this. Make sure your ass home at 7 o'clock. You can go out with her after. Yes, sir. To this day, grown ass man, I'm in the house at 8 o'clock. I don't got nowhere to go after 8 o'clock. I'm home. Unless I'm at a meeting or dinner or something, I'm in my goddamn house. And when I was married, I was home at 7 o'clock, like my dad taught me. That's man shit. Cause people knock on your door at 6:30, 7 o'clock to try to hurt your family. That's what he said. You gotta be there to protect them. Are y'all gonna allow men other than football coaches, basketball coaches, to instill something inside your child besides entertainment, being a dollar bill, being a subject? See, I'm gonna touch on the hard notes, man. And I don't care if your feelings get hurt when I touch them. The ideal masculine man is not a damn basketball coach, a football coach, a soccer coach. The masculine man is gonna show that boy how to make motherfucking a dime out of two motherfucking pennies. Gonna show him how to hunt, fish, kill, skin, and do all that. Gonna show him how to talk to his woman, treat his woman, how to calm his woman down if she get too upset. Gonna show him how to make sure he can stay out of her way until she get her shit together. And gonna make sure that he home when he need to be to keep her from wondering. Rather that's to keep her ass from out there hooking and horn, or to stop her from thinking he out there hooking and horn. But black woman, I want you guys to stop taking advice. Stop taking advice from everybody other than yourself. Stop taking advice from everybody other than yourself. Every culture other than yourself. Every every demographic, I should say, other than yourself. Turn the mirror onto yourself and see that all this toxic, bitter energy that you have stored up inside your soul, your cells, need to be released. Because one gender can't do it. One gender can't sit up there and release all the toxic and be looked at as a tool, be looked at as a resource, money, and a dick. This is what the homosexual man said, and the women agreed. I felt foolish because of all the good love and good work and all the healing and help I did. It led me to think that if this what the new woman is, and then these wasn't young girls. These ladies were 34 and up. They were hairdressers, established. Now y'all may think old Baron off the wing with this one right here, and Baron just overreacting. I get it. But I can't be nothing other than what the fuck I am. I'm gonna be this here 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 until the end of time. I'm gonna continue to help my sisters. I'm gonna continue to talk my sisters off a ledge if that's what they have to be. I'm going to continue to talk shit and to preach. And I'm gonna continue to uplift y'all. But I'm gonna use my fucking discernment. And I'm gonna be vetting the fuck out of every last sister that come my way. If I sense any kind of toxic energy that I am nothing but a tool, a dollar bill, a dinner, that I ain't worthy for none of your time or your support or your goddamn energy other than to fuck you and feed you, I am going to disappear from your ass as quickly as Speedy Gonzalez. And I am going to post your ass, your picture, your thing. I'm going to out your ass as somebody who is not right and not fit to be dated on at this point in the game. Because if y'all could look at us like that, It has to be somebody to be the bad guy to sit up there and call everybody out and say, that chick ain't right. Don't deal with this chick. This is my experience with this chick, and this is how she handled me. I'm to that point, man. I'm to that point that I want to be petty because it's messing it up for the good women out there. It's messing it up for the women who say, man, listen, time is getting hard. The white man back in power. These white women don't like us. The Puerto Rican women done voted against us. The Palestinian done everything, everybody is against you all. Everybody is against you all just like they are against us. And if you don't see it, you're crazy, sick, and blind. And black women, let me tell you one more thing. Let me turn this damn thing off. Black women, let me tell you one more thing. You guys are doing your children, your daughters and sons, a damn disservice if you don't think they need somebody other than you to instill life, understanding, and a decent mindset into them. You are doing them a goddamn disservice. They need other interactions. They need to hear them curse words. They need to hear motherfucking hurt feelings. They need to see a bitch cry. They need to see how other men interact with other men. They need to see how women interact with other women. They need to see more than just your ideology of who and what the fuck is law. Because when they grow up and they turn 18 and they get out of your sight, they loose. They unadjusted. They don't know how to handle situations out there. Everybody could talk that shit online. Everybody could use them thumbs and fingers and text messages and emoji. But what about being discerning from when somebody raised their voice at them? Knowing sometimes a raised voice is not cursing or shouting. A raised voice in the cuss word in the hood is excitement and intelligence and laughing. What about when a motherfucker in a low tone say, man, I don't like your motherfucking ass. And just because they didn't say it aggressive, they don't know how to take the energy that that person may hurt them. See, that's the only shit you learn from a man. That's the shit you learn from a man who understand how bitches can throw rocks and hide your hand. It's not about just the facial expression, not about the tone of voice. Body language plays a part in that shit. A motherfucker, I call it slick robbing. A motherfucker can't sit up there and tell me, boy, I'm gonna beat your ass. No, homeboy, you said what? You gonna do what? Elaborate. What make you think you could joke with me like that? I don't give a fuck because we homeboys. You threatened me. I'm just bullshitting. No, nigga, you thought about it. And if you thinking about it, that means you want some. So if you want some, let me know. I can meet you and we can do this shit and get that out your system and I can protect my ass. That's the type of man I am. That's the type of shit your daughters and your son need to be. Half of y'all go on these girls tripping, they beat you up and kill you and hurt you. They talk about you bad. That bitch didn't have her maxi pads. I hear the shit. Then buy her some. Accidents happen. Outside of your view. They need to hear other people talking. They need to hear this shit. That hurt my feeling, man. That the day I went on a tangent just now. It really pissed me the hell off to see that the homosexual man was leading these seven sisters' heads, and they were successful too with the Lexuses and the Infinities and the Humvees and shit. You know, so they got money. They doing good with their hair and lash business. They doing all right. But to see that the homosexual man was giving them the insight on how to treat men, and they literally said, these niggas think just because they voted for Kamala Harris, good Lord in heaven, they think we on their side. We gonna capitalize off this situation. They think we done forgave them. We gonna capitalize off that situation and use their ass for dick and support. The wrong podcaster would have heard that shit and he would have recorded them people, exposed them people, put them out there, and that would have been the next punchline from here to fuck on out. That would have gave a lot of black men the right to sit up there and galvanize their hatred of black women. But I'm not gonna do the privilege. I'm just gonna talk to my sisters. If you don't feel like supported right now, allow us to try. And yes, no, black man don't feel supported. A lot of y'all say, "Oh, we done stood on the necks of the black man," and I mean, we done had always had the black man back. No, a lot of y'all black women did not have our backs. Our mamas had our backs. Our grandma had our backs. Our drunk ass auntie had our back. Our same age equal did not have our back because we was fighting. That's logic. Do the goddamn math. The black woman has always had the back of the black man. No, the fuck you did. Our mamas and grandmamas don't count because they birthed us. They had an obligation to. But when we went to the club and when we did that, hung out, we fighting because we fucking too. Y'all didn't have our backs, and I'm not finna let y'all sit up there and pimp that fucking narrative. You can blow that shit out your ass. See, I'm a real one. I'm a real one. I don't mind being the villain. I don't mind being the super villain. I don't mind being the bad guy. Because the women my age did not have my back. They looked at me as a sucker, a trick, a cheat, a chump. Then I became what the hell they said I was. I was. Now I become a fuck boy, a fuck nigga, a no good dude. My saving grace was the fact that I still treated them right when they treated me like shit. So again, I'm gonna break that goddamn narrative off right now. And yes, I'm talking shit. The black woman never really had the black man back because we wasn't there. We was in jail. We was deadbeats. They didn't like us. Nobody gave a fuck about us. We was taking penitentiary chances, and only thing the black woman cared about was the dope dealer, the hustler. That's it, cause that was the one tricking on them. Our grandmamas cared. Our mamas cared somewhat. Those are the black women we respect. But then to sit up here and hear these young ass black women, oh, we always had y'all back. No, you didn't. What made you change? Because if you always had our back, we wouldn't have changed. Y'all wouldn't have changed at all. Y'all would have still had our back. Why? Because a lot of y'all got out there and marched for George Floyd. A lot of y'all got out there and marched for all the people that got taken down. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't just a pussy fest. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of swinging dicks in that goddamn crowd getting hit with beanbags and rocks and arrested too. So it wasn't just the black man sitting at home twirling their thumb while the women marching for one single or two, three, four black men that died in the street at the hands of cops and lynchings and shit. See, I know how to talk. This is what having a degree in psychology gets you. I look at the bigger narrative. I look at the bigger wordplay of it all. It's the difference between saying, did you see that busted headlight or did you see a busted headlight? Did you see that busted headlight or did you see a busted headlight? The word that galvanizes it as true. Did you see the word a leads to a possibility? So I always had black man back. Black women has always had black men's back. And they stood on the neck and we fought for them. That's one narrative. I've tried to be there for the black man, but we just couldn't get along. That's a more plausible cause. See, ain't nobody gonna sit up and say it like this because I do my job in supporting my sisters. I do my job in raising my daughters. I do my job in helping out my old Haitian neighbor across the street, my neighbor next door to me. I do my part going dropping off food to these sisters and shit. I do my part when they call my phone and talk to their sons and their daughters when they having problems. I do my part as a man. So I got every right to talk about this shit right here. I'm not some hashtag or some podcast or some shit like that. I do this for real. And I really want us to heal. But to sit up there and think that y'all supported the black man in everything he ever did as we was young, dumbass little boys is a farce. Because the women my age did not. Y'all will march for a dead nigga in the street before you march for the living nigga next door. My grandma had my back. And sometimes my mama. My beautiful aunties had my back. Not one girlfriend of mine had my back. Not one chick I was fucking on had my back like that. So let's stop this self-righteous narrative. So just like black man didn't have y'all back, y'all young ass women didn't have our backs. But do that mean we need to point blame and talk trash? No. That means we need to start helping each other because at this point in the game, ain't nobody got neither one of our backs. It's getting on my damn nerve. And y'all gonna let and not y'all, they let two homosexual men direct them to hate black men. And again, the question goes out to my homosexual black brothers. What the fuck did us heterosexual men do to you guys to make you guys hate us so goddamn much that we can only be used for resources and pink? Because if I'm not mistaken, the the homosexual black man that put on the dress and the heels and the eyelashes and shit, you guys are what they considered flamboyant back in my day. I don't know if that word is still being processed today. So if I see you as my brother getting assaulted, yes, I'm gonna step in. Hey, leave her alone. That's what you identify as. I'm gonna rock with you. Leave her alone, man. Let the motherfucker live their life. It ain't if you ain't fucking them, then let it go. If that ain't your energy, let that shit go. Get off that pimping, man. We know how to talk up. And a lot of us have sat up there and become so tolerant and understanding because our kids are like that. We find out our fathers was like that, our uncles was like that. So we got love for them. So guess what? Y'all take some of that love too. But what the fuck did we do to make some of them say we ain't shit? Y'all adopting the feministic movement of hate the black man and everything he do. Don't even give us a chance to unite somewhat. And y'all keeping us down. What did the fuck did we do to you? See, y'all ain't ready for this conversation, and I don't mind being the bad guy. Drop your hate comment in the motherfucking comments. Ain't no blocks on my shit. Trust and believe. No blocks. Say whatever the fuck you want. Because I'm gonna say what I want. And for my sisters out there who really understand what I'm saying and really can see me and really understand how I feel about y'all, man, stop letting everybody pimp y'all motherfucking mind and play on your pain and suffering to get y'all to the point where y'all don't have no protection, no love, and uncaring. They the ones turning y'all into chicks. The feministic movement turning y'all into tricks. They turning y'all into goddamn unprotected fuck offs and all this other shit. And now there's some homosexual black men adding to the narrative that black men ain't shit. When the fuck they get the motherfucking chime in? I thought you liked us. I thought you want to date us. Where the fuck we became the bad guy to you? Help me understand. I'm at a loss of word. Bitch, he ain't no good. Why isn't he no good? You didn't live that man and that woman's lifestyle. Why you keeping that woman from getting a man? So she could constantly go out into the clubs with you? So she could constantly compliment you on your new weave and your new ass and your new BBL? See, I don't like this type of shit. I don't like it. If you had a boyfriend that fucked you up, then hate him. Don't tell that woman that just because they got the same bill, oh, he a trick. He just like Rufus, and Rufus fucked me over. They could have swore we all from the same tribe, clan, Indian, African, indigenous, whatever you want to call it. Nowadays, you don't know now. Black women, please get over it. We hear your pain. We see you suffering. We doing our best to love you, to make it with you. We see that nobody gave a damn about you. We understand. We know that some of y'all have fought for us. True enough. Some of y'all will sit up there and lay down for us. And those ones get called pick Mishas, stupid, ignorant, and everything else. We recognize. Are y'all gonna recognize the fact that we are stepping up to the goddamn plate in spite of the hurt you guys caused us to? That we understand and we see you in spite of all the divorces being done in the women's favor, in spite of all the kids hating their daddy until they grow up to be 16, 17, 18 and see them and realize, damn, my daddy pretty cool. The feministic movement took you out your sex in its glory. Nobody said you couldn't get a job and make your own money. Just don't hate us in the process, because now we can stack that shit together. Stop letting everybody use your pain and suffering, black woman, to fund their agenda or their cause or their idea of who the fuck you should be. Not even the movies doing it like this. Good Lord. This is coming from your direct ally. Yo, the person you accepted into your ranks and your folds. I'm done, man. I keep being me, but I'm gonna use my fucking discernment moving forward. It is what it is. I'm gonna use pure discernment moving forward. It's a hurting thing, man. It's a hurting thing. I'm finna let you go. Hey, by the way, my last video got taken down. Somebody reported it, so y'all can report this one. I done got out what I need to say with who gonna hear it. But I've noticed there's somebody following me, whether it's AI or whatever, and they report a lot of my videos because I went to monetize the last one I did earlier, and it wasn't up. I didn't delete it. That's the third time that happened. Y'all remember? That's the third time that video got taken down. So I don't know what's being said, and I done said a hell of a lot of shit in this one. So take it down if you need to. I ain't give out no disinformation or shit. I ain't insult nobody or I ain't doing no rant, but either way you go, people don't want to hear the truth. This is a positive message for my sisters. And this is a question really posed to the homosexual black man. I mean that shit. I really want to know, what did the heterosexual black man do to you, homosexual black man? Answer me that. Riddle me this shit, man. What did we do for you to tell our heterosexual women that we ain't shit and to trick off with us and use us? I'll let you go. I'm out of here. I'll wait for y'all comments, responses, and every fucking thing else. I am the Baron telling you guys to trust the you and the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe. Y'all be good.